They don't know what the fuck to do, and it's like, wow, like you guys are that fucking soft. It's like I make a fucking kitchen joke, people are,
you're gaslighting. You know exactly what you're doing, man. Come on now. You won't see me going to a pride parade and saying, oh, look at all these gay people here. You guys need to be straight. That's basically what you're doing. You don't see me doing that because I know where my crowd is. I know where I'm supposed to be at. And I know how to act accordingly if I choose to go to these spaces. You know what you're doing when you're going to Overwatch. You guys be sending me this shit, dog. Bro, since I started my YouTube channel, I have been getting videos sent to me to react to this particular podcast. I don't know why this particular podcast, but it's been fresh and fit. I really don't like to comment on YouTube drama or whatever the fuck like that, right? Like when it comes to not being a part of my industry. If it has nothing to do with gaming, if it has nothing to do with anime or my space, I really don't talk about it too much. I try to have it basically be like a brand for me. I guess somebody who saw this clip was finally like, yay, they talked about the community that, you know, he wanted to talk about. So they sent me this video about, I guess, fish and chips, talking about the pathetic state of the gaming community, basically calling gamers simps. I don't know what none of this is about. The only thing I know is that they sent me this. They like, bro, you might want to check this out. They said a couple other people responded to this as well, like big YouTubers, whatever the fuck. So they kind of wanted my point of view on it to see, because I always have a unique perspective when it comes to shit like this. I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say all the time. So I kind of want to check this out to see. But full disclosure, I do not fuck with these guys. I really don't, on a very particular level, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I don't. Why we're actually watching this video, because I don't like fake people, and you guys know that. For people who've been following me for the very beginning, or even off this platform on Instagram, I try to stay as far away from fake people as I possibly can, and I don't like people who pretend like they're something but be something else behind the scenes, and they sell shit to their audience that they believe they're this image, but they're really not behind the scenes. And these guys have proven this time and time again, especially from the information I've been sent. So I just don't fuck with that type of shit. I'm just going to be real with you. So me watching this video, I'm just doing it strictly because somebody sent it to me and they want my perspective on the gaming community and shit. The fact that they was calling gamers simps. Let's see what they got to say about this. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I want to hear what they got to say. And, let's go into this. Let's just see what they're saying.
An alarming amount of simps on Twitch went to Clix's stream saying to delete his defamation tweet. Since when do we defend OF304s? Yeah, bro. I mean, man, yo, guys, newsflash. Yeah, there's a lot of simps on Twitch. Most gamers are simps.
Shit is true. It's very true. Twitch, OnlyFans, and I would say even YouTube. Anything that requires you to show a face when it comes to you selling your presence online is going to ensue simps. It's just the truth. And to tell you the truth, sex sells, and women actually figure this out from the dawn of time. When it comes to them actually knowing that they can make money off of appearing online, and a bunch of lonely dudes or people or whatever the fuck, right, will pay money to see them, or even watch a sleep stream. I've seen that shit before too. That shit is kind of crazy. That the fact that these guys with massive amounts of money, or probably no money at all, they probably drawing it for their last dollar in the bucket, and they're just giving it to people that they don't even know. This shit is going to exist anyway. It's not just in the gaming community, it's everywhere. And I don't blame the people who's selling the stuff. I blame the people who's buying it. Because there wouldn't be a demand if there wasn't no buyers. But there's buyers. So we got to look inward. But this whole platform is based off of men's, mental and health, and elevating themselves to become an alpha male and shit like that, right? Like that's their talking point. And let me let them finish.
These guys, they're all simps, bro.
Bye, Twitch.
Like, oh yeah, we got to get off Twitch. All right. Well,
that's the strategy.
Yeah.
The strategy is a lot of these women go into these male spaces where there's young men for a reason, and they begin to change the culture over time, and you see them wear less and less and less. It's a literal strategy.
Yeah, it's very smart.
It works.
It does work. It works great.
Even Red Pill.
Yeah, they come watch our shit. Cause right now we got what? We got 18,000 y'all watching, right? When we have the girls on, there's gonna be 30,000, and a lot of them are gonna be simps. Let's keep it 1,000, right? But if we can convert,
so you guys are playing the game too. You guys know exactly what's going on, because I tell you this right now. Most of these people who do these type of podcasts, they know exactly what sells. They know if they didn't have women on them, they wouldn't be watching it at all. And they know for a fact if they wasn't doing the hyperbolic stuff that they was doing, like kicking them off, bringing in dumb bitches who can't really have a conversation with you, you're going to get views. It's the name of the game. So I don't understand why, like, you know, their whole community think that this shit is real. Like, they literally look at these people and be like, oh yeah, this shit is literally, they don't like these girls. They don't like bringing them on. They don't like, you know, they get frustrated talking to them and shit like that. No, they don't. They know the game. They know the formula. They know the fact that if they bring on these women, they're probably fucking them. Even though they will tell you not to fuck them. Because of 3 or 4s in their hoes. They'll tell you to avoid these women at all costs. But they bring them on their show, call them bimbos to their face on camera, and then behind the scenes they're doing something completely and utterly different. They know the game. They're just selling you a false narrative. It's like watching wrestling. When you watch wrestling, you're seeing a storyline take place, right? And it's, you know, it's fake. Well, some people know it's fake. There's actually people that actually believe that wrestling is real. But the thing is, when you actually watch this stuff, you're watching a performance. You're watching what they want you to see. They're selling you a narrative and a dream and a storyline that they know people are going to like. The Rock is essentially doing this right now because, like, he's on his heel path. And what you guys don't know about wrestling, a heel in wrestling is like a role. It's like a villain role, like a kind of like an anti-hero, to where, like, he's playing the version of an anti-hero right now, but everybody know who The Rock is behind the scenes. But we're watching it because we want to see that version of The Rock. And that's why people are tuning in to wrestling right now, because he's being the bad guy. Everybody's used to seeing Rock being the good guy, especially after he left wrestling. The Rock has been like the people's champ forever. So now he's playing the villain. Now everybody's tuning in. It's all about entertainment. This is all these dudes are literally Do not take these guys serious. Think that they know what they're talking about. They really do not. They really don't. These two are the biggest dorks on the planet. I just know that just from watching these guys and from me knowing how people are in real life. I dealt with people like this. Both of these dudes. These dudes used to get bullied in school. I just know they did. It's very obvious. But they know how to sell you the dream and sell you a false narrative. That's why this shit is making money. And they know what these girls are doing because they're doing the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Just be fair across the board.
A few of those guys and tell them, like, hey, don't be a simp. Fantastic. You know what I mean? But
that's his point. Women come to the space giving good advice from what they heard from us, and they regurgitate it. And then what happens is they make their own channel, but they don't know shit. But it's appealing to men because they're a woman, and then they fall for it and get tricked. But hey, that's what
you're the same thing. See what this dude does. So that's the reason why, like, it's tough for me to watch these people, because I don't like the contradictory type of shit. This dude is doing the same thing, right? Let me just do a little backstory. This guy has been getting a lot of flack lately. Nobody likes this dude. And the reason why they don't like this dude is because they think he's all cap. They think the fact that everybody can see that this guy's a lame. He opens his mouth for 2 seconds about shit. You can tell he's just a lame dork. A person who lies, who tries to make shit bigger than it actually is. This guy actually claims that he slept with 1,000 women. Now, can you see this guy sleeping with 1,000 women off of just game alone? He will actually have you believe that his game is so immaculate that he can pull 1,000 women to sleep with, and he's probably like my age. He's probably like 30 years old. Which means that if you had to pull every single one of those girls off a game, you would literally have to be spending like 8 hours, probably 10 hours out of your day just dedicated to getting women. Which means you don't have time to get money. You don't have time to do anything. Your whole life is just getting women. So what that tells you is either he's full of shit or he's paying for women, which means it's not game. But the people who's watching you will believe that it's game, so they will buy the courses you're selling, that you sell for over $1,000. See, that's the game that he's playing. So for them to act like they're doing anything differently than these Twitch people that these Twitch girls are doing is fucking laughable to me. But y'all fall for it every time because y'all see this. Y'all like, oh, he slept with 1,000 women. And they know what their audience is. Their audience is dudes who are lonely, who don't get pussy, and the dudes who are literally the ones who are pissed off at women because they probably don't have no play. Let's just keep it a buck with you. So they know what their audience is. Their audience is the same audience as the women. It's just on the opposite spectrum with the guys because they have this perspective to where they like, oh, I hate this woman so bad, but so I'm gonna listen to these guys because they don't take no shit. They kick them off the show as soon as they say something. But you don't realize these guys are fucking these hoes behind the scenes. He got somebody pregnant who's a 304. It's just a bunch of contradictory. So it coming from these dudes just really gets to me.
I mean, they'll throw your ass off anyway. If you can't compete with that. Some of those women, what they make, like, take a look at Amaranth, what she makes.
Oh yeah,
it's
insane.
Crazy,
okay,
man.
how are you going to compete with that? You can't compete with that. And Twitch is going to, what, you think Twitch is going to take your side?
Nope.
You think Twitch is going to take your side? No,
Nope.
no fucking way.
Pokimane too.
Yeah.
Pokimane, Amaranth, like, yeah, man, like
That chick had, they sent her $100,000 in a box with free security, right? You guys.
It's now see what they said is sad as fuck. It's men's fault. I'm just gonna be real with you. It's not the women's fault. There would be no market for that if we wasn't buying. If we're buying, they're selling. I don't have a problem with Amaranth. I don't have a problem with Pokimane. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And I'm just gonna be real with you. I believe Pokimane has zero talent. I believe she has zero talent. I don't believe she's funny. I don't believe she's anything. But guess what? She's smart enough to know she can make money off of y'all. So what can I say? So that's the thing about this, though. Don't shame these women. These women are doing what we allow them to do. If the simps didn't exist, they wouldn't be making no money. But they know they exist, so they play into it. But their market is the same thing, though. So that's just what I want you guys to understand the duality here.
So you can't compete with that.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Damn, bro.
Just one simp sent her a box with $100,000 in the box.
Good for her.
Security, a new phone, all kinds of shit.
Damn.
Good for her.
And these are like, and the funny part is like these chicks like suck at the video games they play. They're not even good. Like they'd be fucking trash, bro.
They don't have to be
Like,
good.
Niggas still watch.
And the dudes still be watching them. It's like, bro, at least with the guy streamers, like most of the time they're good. Like
Yeah.
they're good at what they do, right? You're like,
Now, so let's just keep it a buck here. This is no shame at women. This is no shame at anybody. This is just honestly the truth. Men have to be good at something in order for us to receive compensation. Like far as doing an activity. You know what I'm saying? Like if we're playing a game, right? We're not going to make money just because we look good. We're not going to make money just because we exist, because we're a man. We have to be entertaining. We have to be good at the game, and we have to be engaging when it comes to, talking to the audience or bringing a new perspective. Women, on the other hand, know for a fact that if you are, because not all women, let's put it like this. If you're not an attractive woman, you're not going to be able to do what Amaranth does or Pokimane does. You don't even have to be super, super high echelon when it comes to beauty, when it comes to making money from a woman. You can just be an average girl, put on a bunch of makeup, and you look like Sniper Wolf. And then you will end up still getting a lot of money. So the thing is, all you have to do is hit that middle pathway when it comes to attractiveness, when it comes to a woman, and just be, give the audience what they want. You're making a shit ton of money. Well, the top 1% is, because Amaranth and Pokimane are literally cherry picked because they're 1%ers. Not everybody who's a Pokimane or Amaranth is making as much money as them. It's literally that top 1%. But we only focus on them because we like, look at this girl showing her tits, sleeping, and getting shit sent to her. We think we automatically equate that to all women who look like her. And it's like, y'all could just make money just by looking like that. That's not true. It's not true. Those are the top 1%ers. Those that are making that much money. You know how many women I know that's on OnlyFans that's like making what, $200? I'm making more money than them from YouTube. And I'm just talking. So it's like, there's levels to this shit. But we only focus on them top 1%ers because we know for a fact that what we see, we like, oh wow, all these simps that exist, the possibility of them making money is more than the possibility of us making money. So they have more possibilities when it comes to men existing. The lower pole, lonely dudes are the ones who's feeding this machine that they pretending that they hate. And it's feeding their pockets too. But yeah, it is true. Men have to have more talent than women do in order to have the possibility of becoming more successful. Women, sadly, do not. But they know the game. And we play it, and we give money to it, so it's our fault.
that's why you watch it, right? But these chicks, like, they'll be streaming, they suck.
And
they fucking suck.
They're very boring.
And they're boring.
So we're
They're
gonna
not
play
entertaining.
this today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my Twitch and Twitter, and let's go play it right now.
This guy has the nerve to call somebody boring when nobody wants him on the show at all. Nobody wants this guy on the show. Do you know how many times people call into the show? I get shit sent to me constantly. This guy literally has his own fans calling him, basically saying, Fresh, you add nothing to the show. You have the speech impediment, which I'm not even getting mad at him from a speech impediment because I know a bunch of people who do. But the thing is, how he deals with it is very fucking, like, you're on a platform to where you're talking shit to people, to where you're talking down to people. So you better have that stutter problem being in check when it comes to that, because you don't want no ammo put into their clip whatsoever when you're talking the way you're talking. You have the nerve to tell people to get on these women about being boring when nobody literally finds value from you being on the show whatsoever. They only like this guy. They only like Myron. And that's it. And I barely like Myron, but I respect him way more than I respect him. He's a loser.
now.
By the way, tonight I'm gonna lick this microphone for 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna literally lick
that
this
actually
microphone.
happened
That's
before,
what they
too. I've
do.
seen
They
that shit on
lick
Twitch.
Stream
lick
coming
their
soon.
microphones.
Who's the chick that like did a sleep stream
A bunch of them.
and
Oh.
dudes watched that
I don't know her name exactly, but like, I think she slept for like the whole night. People watched it.
and niggas watched it, bro.
Like
Like,
all-time high of viewers, by the way.
look, man.
Crazy.
All I gotta say is, guys,
not crazy.
we are
It's the men that y'all talking to. The men that y'all come in and donate to y'all that have these super chats that be talking shit. They're the main ones watching this shit. Wake up, people. The main people who talk the hardest shit about these women are the ones who are supporting them the most. I guarantee it.
the way that we think over here on this side of the internet, guys. It's a minority, and if you guys don't believe me, watch our debate that we had with dumbass H3. You know how many idiots are in his chat saying these guys are crazy? They're talking about men and women are different. Wow, like.
Yeah.
Bro,
I don't think that's the
guess
reason why
what?
they think
Most people
that.
subscribe to the egalitarian bullshit that we were talking about last time.
Let me put it like this. I believe that 90% of people who are thinking, they know that men and women are different. That's not controversial to say. It's from who it's coming from. If it's coming from people that they do not respect automatically, it's not going to matter what you say. Not everybody can think objectively. That's why when you're on the internet, right, your image is very important in how you perceive and what you talk about. Because if people automatically have a preconceived notion of what you're saying, your message is lost. It's not your fault 90% of the time, but the thing is, it helps to keep your image consistent. To you do what you say behind the scenes, on and off camera. These guys have been proven by dozens of people that they do not practice what they preach. So that's the reason why people are just not going to jump on it and be like, oh, I trust what these guys are saying. Oh yeah, that's true. Men and women are different. Of course that's true. That's obvious. But it's who it's coming from. It's tainted.
And you guys should watch that episode where we talked about feminism and all that other crap. But, bro, that is a majority of America. That is a majority of men today. Like, dude, I'll never. So, as you guys know, I just started playing Overwatch, right? And I stream,
He
right?
plays Overwatch.
These Overwatch players, right? Sometimes I'll go on their channel and be like, yeah, get in the kitchen. They freak out if I say that. To like, what?
Can we keep it a buck here? Overwatch is the most, out of all places to do that type of shit into, Overwatch is the community that you don't want to do that into the most. It's the most, let's just keep it a buck. Overwatch's community is the most left-leaning community on the entire gaming space. We all know this. So it's like, you know what you're doing. It's like trying to hold steak over a lion and expecting him not to attack it. It's a steak. And it's a lion. His nature is to attack that. So he knows what these people are. You went into the most liberal gaming community possible. Being a red pill type of content creator, you know what you're doing. I wouldn't go on Overwatch and say that shit. I would expect nothing less. Overwatch is extremely
It's someone in the
liberal.
chat that might be talking shit or whatever to me, because like I'll go in there first, ew, fresh, like, man, what are you doing here, man? You need to be overwatching a kitchen, haha, right? It's funny, bro. The fucking dude starts freaking.
Of course.
Whoa! Yeah, everyone in the chat, they don't know what the fuck to do, and it's like, wow, like you guys are that fucking soft. It's like I make a fucking kitchen joke, people are.
You're gaslighting. You know exactly what you're doing, man. Come on now. You won't see me going to a pride parade and saying, oh, look at all these gay people here. You guys need to be straight. That's basically what you're doing. You don't see me doing that because I know where my crowd is. I know where I'm supposed to be at. And I know how to act accordingly if I choose to go to these spaces. You know what you're doing when you go into Overwatch. You know what you're doing. You're just trying to start controversy. It's cool. I get it. But don't act like you're surprised like you're getting that response. You know why. Come on now, man.
Losing their minds. It's like that. I was like, oh wow, I'm like in a parallel universe right now where everyone is super woke.
You
but
know
that's the
this.
video game world, guys. That's why. That's a big reason why a lot of y'all are like, oh, Byron, why do you play games, bro? I need to save some of these niggas, man. That's why I'm in here, so I can.
That is not the video game community. That is such a big misconception. You went into the perfect community for you to get that perspective about. Because I talk shit all the time. This is just me in general. I play Tekken. I play fucking Helldivers. I play what's the name? What's the other game? I used to play Call of Duty. I used to play Battlefield, and I used to play what's that other game that I play that's multiplayer too as well? What's the name? Oh shit, even Monster Hunter World too. That shit, bro. All these games that I play, those are the Mortal Kombat. Try going in those communities and talking like that too. You would get the same energy back. Those are communities to where we actually talk shit. You go into Overwatch, come on, you know what you're dealing with. That is the softest community. Yes, I'm gonna say it. It's the softest community because those people, they live in a safe space. Let them have their safe space. But you know what you're getting when you're playing Overwatch. Even when you're playing fucking Fortnite is not going to be like that. So you chose the right community to have this narrative about. Most gamers are not going to be bitchy like that. They're not going to be like soft or what you claim to be, to where they just can't take a joke like that. They're going to be joking with you and talking shit back with you. Play Mortal Kombat. I guarantee you would get somebody who's ready to push your shit in. Or play Tekken. The shit talking will come to you when you play that game then. I guarantee it. So you picking and choosing.
Bring back toxic gaming. Bring back masculinity to the gaming. Bring back talking shit. I mean, Andrew heard me earlier. I was like, bro, what
It
the
exists.
fuck? I mean, I can't say it because we're on YouTube.
But let's move on.
They were
It
They were some
exists.
choice words, but you know the fun thing is, games were always like that. When the online element for games came out, especially on the PC, that's where you went to talk shit.
Yeah.
You
It
would
still
sit in the
exists.
lobby for 30 minutes just talking shit to people. Nobody cared.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's this guy that plays Helldivers right now, to where like this dude actually made a big community off of just playing Helldivers, talking in the voice of the sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. This guy right here sounds like pizza. You talking about toxic in gaming, but it's funny. This guy literally plays this character to where like he goes into like all these Helldivers lobbies and shit like that. He's screaming at the top of his lungs. He sounds like a sergeant, but he's calling everybody a pussy. He calling everybody a pussy, a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He's saying everything in the book to these people, and people aren't having an issue with it. Toxic gaming exists, quote unquote. Toxic gaming exists. It's just the games you play. Period. And if you're having fun with it, if you're coming in just being stupid, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like to where like people are like, bro, I can't tell. Like you're just coming on here just to start shit. Then that's when it's not fun. How this guy does it is tasteful. It's like, I know you're calling me a pussy, but I can tell you're playing a character. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tasteful. So it's all perspective. People see what they want to see when it comes to certain type of shit that they want to, what narratives they trying to push or, what type of side they want to play on. That's why I don't like when people play for a team. If you play for a team, you're automatically going to see shit through that lens. You're not seeing it objectively from both sides. And that's why I find it disingenuous when I hear shit from these people from both sides. It really don't matter who it is. From when it comes to the right or the left or whatever the fuck. They all say shit that just blows my mind because it's like you're completely contradicting yourself. You're talking just like the other side, but you can't admit that because they're your enemy. But people like me, who's only Team J, I can literally look at both sides and be like, you're being hypocritical and so are you too. Y'all both do the same shit. So why the fuck are you bitching? It's just because you can't admit that person is... You see what I'm saying here? So this shit is pointless to me. Like, you know what you're doing. Toxicity in gaming exists at full force now. It's funny. It's just the games you play.
And you're right.
Now you get reported.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like-
not only reported, you're banned. And your IP banned.
I've
I
never
got my
been
account back
reported.
yesterday.
It's crazy.
You did?
I got my account back yesterday, yeah.
It's gonna be gone soon.
It's gonna be, yeah.
Yo,
have to
I
tell you.
remember going to the Call of Duty lobby, right?
I got Bill's account banned.
I got my account back a month.
No.
You did?
No. Well, on Bill's account, I got it silenced.
I can still play though.
You could play, but he got I borrowed Bill's account for a bit while I was banned, and then it got silenced because I told him
I
shit.
like League of Legends better. Anyhow,
My co-host on the Crucible,
Yeah.
Zen Shapiro's his name.
Zen Shapiro.
He,
That's funny.
All he did was debate. He got started in debates because he would go into Xbox Live lobbying rooms and debate abortion.
Oh shit!
I remember
He
these
would
days
just
too.
sit in
Yeah.
the lobbies.
Yep. We used to do this shit back in the day, even during the Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2? I think Modern Warfare 2, the old Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's lobbies. They used to be nothing but discourse going on back and forth in those lobbies. It used to be the funniest shit ever. Every time we jumped into a lobby, it was always a discussion about something. And I was like, bro, this is great. And then we would hop into it, and then we would just carry over that conversation to the next lobby, to the next lobby, to the next lobby. Those are the days right there, man. But I don't think you can do that in Call of Duty lobbies now because they all exit. I don't know why they do that. The lobbies don't carry over like they used to in the old games, and that just cuts off a lot of the discourse. And it's like, bro, that shit is whack as fuck now. But that don't mean that toxicity and talking shit in games don't exist. It's just how it's set up now. It's stupid.
For hours, and he would debate with hundreds of people. He has them recorded all over his channel, and they're fantastic.
Nice.
That's content
That's
right
what
there.
he did. That's how he got
A lot of
into
gamers
debating.
are woke nowadays, dude.
Yeah.
Like these
That's not
gamers are
true.
woke as hell, man. It's
That's not
fucking
true.
crazy how it's like changed. Like, because I haven't played video games since 2018, guys. So it's been 6 years. I come back now, and I'm like, why is everybody all woke? And it's like, well, dude, you can't.
Gamers ain't woke, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna keep on bringing up Stellar Blade because Stellar Blade is a staple point of this shit. I'm just gonna be real with you. If gamers were woke, Stellar Blade wouldn't have 670,000 people playing it for a fucking demo on one console. And the fact that it's number one on all pre-orders across the board. Gaming is not woke. And the fact that Suicide Squad has only 1,000 players and it just came out, and it comes from a studio that's highly recognizable for the best action games on the planet, Rocksteady Studios, who came in with the Batman games. And you telling me this game can't clock at what, like over 2,000 players per session? And it's on 3 consoles? Are you kidding me? Wokeness is not, trust me, gamers are not woke. They're sick of it. It's the games you play. You're playing Overwatch, motherfucker. What do you expect you're gonna get? Play Helldivers. What's the other game I was playing? Hell, even Call of Duty now, but Call of Duty is getting so yeah, I'm gonna bring up that situation later. But there's plenty of games you can go on and talk plenty of shit. Play Counter-Strike. You talking about shit talk? Boy, come on now. You're picking and choosing.
And use words like that. What the fuck? Yeah, wow, man, it's really offensive. I'm like, holy
I remember
shit.
back in the day, Call of Duty, you go into the lobby, you talk, and you're like, oh, you're a nigga. Now they say,
That happens all the
are you
time. Yeah.
African American? What the fuck
No, they just go
is
straight to
going on,
nigga. They just go straight
like,
to a
you're a
nigga.
nigga, aren't you?
Yep.
What the-
Oh, good job. You talking about me? Fucking say shit.
Wow.
Nigga.
bro.
But it was not a big deal back in the day because, to tell you the truth, everybody was calling everybody niggas back then. You know, like, especially during the Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, there was no holds bar. They even saying it now in fucking Mortal Kombat. Every time I play Mortal Kombat, as soon as you get on the mic with somebody, it's just straight that. And it's nothing personal. It's just funny. We just know what the climate is. So, people, trust me, it has not gone anywhere. You just have to find the right places to go to. It's never going to be like Modern Warfare 2, but it's going to, you just got to find the right places.
This nigga always complaining about me, bro.
Look how uncomfortable he is.
What did you say on
Yeah,
YouTube?
yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't that
Look
bad,
how
though,
uncomfortable
compared to
he
what
is.
you're saying.
oh man, you stupid.
Wasn't that bad?
Okay, man.
Oh, yeah, uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah, well, you know what to do with the
We're gonna
timestamp,
edit that
nigga.
out.
Take it on, nigga.
Yeah, okay.
All
right, let's move on Friday.
Yeah, let's hit the phone lines.
Yeah, so I'm glad somebody sent me this because there's a lot of people with a lot of misconceptions when it comes to how the gaming industry actually works and what particular crowds to be a part of. The points that he brought up. Okay, let's attack the points. 'Cause I'm not just going to attack, do it ad hominems and shit, right? So the reason why somebody sent me this was because they wanted to get my perspective on our gamer simps. Yes and no. Because, like, the thing is, to simp for something means that you would have to put something on a higher pedestal than you value yourself. That's basically what a simp is. So if you're a simp, you're simping hard for something that, that you value way more than your personal integrity in yourself, all that type of shit. That's basically what it is. And it's talking about women. Do I believe all gamers are simps? No. I believe that a certain demographic of men are. It has nothing to do with gamers. There are simps across the board when it comes to this shit. If a woman is selling something and if she's highly attractive, she's gonna make money from men. That's how it's been since the dawn of time. Sorry, it exists, yes. And the more we keep buying, and I don't blame the women. The more we buy, the more they're going to sell. And if we don't buy it, they're not gonna sell. Because there's no profit to be made off of it. So it's our fault. So the point that, what I don't like is the fact that they try to make it seem like the women are bad for selling a product that we're buying. I don't look at them as being bad at all. I look at us as being, it's sad on our end. It's not sad on their end whatsoever. So I do agree with that part, but it's how it's being said. No, I don't believe that all gamers are simp. I believe that a community of men, a part of the male space is. It has nothing to do with being a gamer. Because there's a lot of rich old dudes who give millions of dollars to these 304s to fly them out to just be on their arm. And they don't even fuck them. They just have them on their arm. Just so they can have, you know what I'm saying? So if you can make money off of an old dude who's rich, who has a wife, doesn't have a wife, doesn't matter, and fly you out for $20,000, pays for everything that you do, and then send you back home and you don't even have to have sex with him, why would you not want... Hell, if a chick wanted to fly me out for $20,000 and pay for every... Come on, man. What the fuck? And you gonna blame them? No, I applaud them. It's the men that needs to stop giving their shit away so easy. It's our fault. So don't blame them. So yeah, I don't agree with that. Like shaming them. They're playing the game. Keep playing the game. If these losers want to keep giving you money, take it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Thanks for sending me this. Like whoever sent me this video. This is my perspective on it. If you guys like this, and if you guys want to send me more shit that's just random besides what I sent, talk about before, just let me know. I'll get my perspective on it. But as far as these dudes, I really don't like that this type of shit is coming from these dudes. I don't respect this guy whatsoever. He's going through some bullshit right now because of what he chose to do. He busted a nut in a 304 and is basically getting slammed because he got her pregnant and now she's not getting rid of the kid. It's your fucking fault, Mr. 1,000+ female slayer. If you have that much experience, you would know not to go raw in a 304. She's gonna take you for everything you got. It's your fucking fault. So I don't want to hear nothing from this guy whatsoever. Not from him. I would rather hear from him, even though I don't like him too. But I still respect him because he's able to articulate himself. But him, No, I don't want to hear shit from him. That's all I got. Peace.